Laundry day.
Oh yeah. Super hot.
Oh my goodness, it's so I got started at 8 and it's only been an hour and it's so hot. I'm just waiting for the sun to keep climbing up over this tree and give me some shade.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really hot over the next few days.
Yeah.
Western Montana is supposed to be over 100.
110.
Ugh. Today I'm gonna fill up the water storage tank. I'll show you guys how I do that. It's pretty easy. I have another long piece of 2-inch pipe. I just put like a rubber coupling over that end and lead it down to here into a really big galvanized pail, and then I have a pump sitting in the pail taking that water up into this big black water storage tank.
So I've washed all of the clothing, all of the cleanest dirty laundry, and I saved the dirtiest for last. Kraig has his work pants that he got all muddy, and he especially wanted me to use a washboard when I was washing his pants to help get the stains out, and just to show you guys how I usually do it. I typically only use this on his pants or towels or something thicker, and I use it on the thinner material things because it's pretty rough on material. So I just want to get stains out like this.
Well, Brittany said that the sun, direct sunlight, especially when it's really hot, like almost 100 degrees, isn't the best thing. Actually transplanted plants. So I kind of slapped this thing together. A bit of a hurry, it ain't great, but it'll do for now.
We picked a sheet so it's light can still go through there, and so they can get some sunlight, but they're not burning because they've been in the shade for a couple days before we actually planted them. So they look pretty good in there. Peppers and corn, squash, and tomatoes are all looking really good.
Yeah, they look really good, sweetheart.
Yeah. So we need to water them again today because today is going to be another, I think, 98 degrees.
Scorcher.
Uh-huh. They're looking good though. My brilliant idea was to use PVC pipe to pour water into, and we can reach way back in there. Here we go.
And that's our fantastic watering system.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think
it'll be easier when we get the tent down.
Yeah. Once we get things going, we'll figure out a nicer way. Maybe set up some sort of a PVC thing where we could just, you know, maybe dump water into something right here, and it runs down a system all the way across all of them. You know, that'll be good for holding the tomatoes up as well as watering.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, that's that with the garden. My back is in pretty terrible shape from dragging these logs around. I wasn't using my knees like I should have. I kept using my back. Now I'm kind of on light duty, but
so we haven't finished the rest of the boxes.
yeah, we're gonna postpone that for just a little while. Alright, shut the gate. Now, we'll finally get to that chore of filling up the water storage, which is fun. It's a little different. I used to be able to do it with just the gravity feed system, but I figured out a way to do it with a sump pump, which is really neat. So, this is the water that we don't normally really cook with or anything like that. It's mostly just for doing dishes and washing hands. And anyway.
Now that I'm done with laundry, Kraig can use the water pipe to fill this thing.
Oh yeah, I think it's 180.
So this thing is hooked up to a little pump right there, which is hooked up to the sink. So we do have running water in the house, which is really nice. This is where we attach it, make the pipe longer.
Doesn't need to be super tight, just enough.
Just tight enough.
Goes in here, so it gets attached. Yeah. Now the pump cannot beat the speed of the gravity feed hose, which is why I can use such a small little container to fill that thing up, because sometimes debris does get in the gravity feed and it can, you know, also just wind up in the hose somehow. So I just zip tied an old washcloth across it so it keeps all the heavy debris out, and anything thin enough to get through here it's generally taken care of with the bleach that we put in. But I'm just gonna put this guy in here.
Plug in the extension cord.
This is about how much comes out, but it's kind of perfect for what we're doing.
By the way, look at our Russian sage. It's doing really well. And I haven't quite figured out what this thing is, but apparently it really likes the heat, because it was not like this when we were planting the sage. It just took off in the last couple days. But these guys are doing really well, and actually the chickens haven't bothered it.
About like that. That's about all we put in. I mean, in all reality, a little bit of bleach in the water ain't gonna kill us. But for the most part, we don't really use this water for anything, what's the term, potable. You know, it's not really potable water, but it sure is great for doing dishes. It's great for washing my face, and it's great for getting cleaned up. The next job we're gonna be doing is hammering, or not hammering, but screwing a bunch of screws into these boards to keep the bats from going in there, because as you can see, there is just an obscene amount of, what's the word for it, guano.
Bat poo.
There is a lot of bat poo everywhere here, which isn't good. Alright, let's see if I can do this without dying. Okay.
When was this house built?
From what I was told, 1953.
I'm thinking that this lower part was built first. Then they added the second story. They put in cement floors after the building was already up. And then they added the bedroom on there. So this thing has gone through a lot, and was kind of poorly built to begin with, but now that it's gone through so much, it's having a hard time keeping up. Our little bats are gonna be so upset when they come to their resting spot tonight and it's not there.
Like since I first got this place, I've been doing this on all this kind of siding.
You can see the way that they built this. Like this board right here is overlapping on this board. It wasn't cut to size, so it's not tight. So there's a little break right there. These guys were not cut long enough to fill in this little gap. So there's a gap there. Actually, all of these ones. Boards are just stapled in. So you can see that it's peeling away because there's nothing really to hold it. Staple's not gonna hold it tight to anything. So this poor little house just didn't have very much going for it when it was being built and added on to.
Now, the fella that fixed it up last time is probably in a bit more of a hurry to get it done than to make it nice.
And lasting.
Yeah.
This guy. Checking it like a watermelon. Oh gosh, this guy's almost full. Holy cow.
Are we at the top?
Yep.
Nice.
It's full. This usually lasts maybe about 2 and a half weeks. Kraig is fixing those overlapping pieces.
I think that's pretty much got it done.
Alrighty.
Woo!
That looks so much better.
Yeah.
Still missing this piece right here.
Yeah,
Let's replace
I'm not
that and those
100% certain where that piece went, to tell you the truth.
But all the pieces are tacked in.
Oh, they're screwed in. They're in there now. They are down. Last at least another season.
Until we rebuild.
Yeah. It's gonna be fine. Hopefully get a lot less poop out of the deal.
Yeah.
I'm much happier with how this looks now. Doesn't look quite as half-hammed. Got the water filled. Got the bat house zipped up.
Laundry done.
Laundry done. Gosh. Well, we also cleaned up the inside real good. Got all the dishes done, and we're about to go visit some family for a little while, and then you know, maybe we'll put up some footage of the fireworks we go see for the 4th. So, the growing number of fish in our pond, I think we are at about 6, maybe 7. 2 of which are actually keeping size. It's really funny, actually. I'm surprised they made it down the pipe. There's one that's about 8 inches, one that's about 10 inches, which is, for a ditch no wider than my foot. You know, not really. That's pretty dang big. So, I'm learning real quick that they do not have enough food to feed themselves in here. At least all of them. Just the strongest surviving. So, I decided to dig up a bunch of wormy worms and just start feeding them. Boom! 3 of them all at once. Oh, big one got it again. Big one got it again. Oh boy. No wonder he's the big one. And he got it.
Nice.
Now that might actually do this. Yeah, that's the end of them.
We're gonna have to get some mealworms or something for them.
Yeah. I still can't believe how big that guy is. Coming down that pipe. Look at the size of him. Can you see him?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're super glad everybody seems to be liking our videos and having a good time watching them. They're a lot of fun to make. I just want to say thanks for everybody.
Thank you so much.
Everybody, checking it out.
A lot of our family watches.
Yeah.
My family back home, his family. So it's nice that they get to see what we're doing, even though we're far away, and they get to keep up with you know, things we're building, the things we're working on, how we're growing the homestead and improving Willoughby.
Yes. Well, we just wanted to say thank you for everybody supporting us, and if at all possible, if you haven't yet, maybe hit the subscribe button or the like button, or maybe even leave a comment if you got the time. And we'll get back to you if you want to ask any questions.
We're always answering comments. I'm always checking up on those, making sure I'm staying on top of it. Yeah, hitting the like button puts us higher on the top of YouTube. We have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours, which is just you guys, our viewers, watching so many, you know, our videos.
Anyway, so we're gonna keep making the videos, and hopefully you guys keep liking them and watching them. Thanks again.
You say we did good today and better tomorrow.
I do?
Will you say that?
Have I been saying that?
Say it!
Well, we did good today, and we'll do better tomorrow.
Get out of here.